Painting with watercolors is incredibly difficult, but having mastered this technique, an artist can be considered on par with some of the most famous painters in the world. Winslow Homer, John Singer Sargent, and Vincent van Gogh all used watercolors for their portraits, and they are still role models for young artists today. So now we are going to tell you about some modern portrait painters who use watercolors. Steve Hanks. Steve Hanks' unpredictable style, as well as his unusual use of watercolors in his portraits, grabs our attention. The emotional realism of Hanks' painting makes us really admire this master and his unique watercolor techniques. Stan Miller. Stan Miller's watercolor magic conveys not only the facial features of his sitters, but also their real emotions. He shows us people's moods through his paintings and allows us to see the inexplicable beauty in a person. Liu Yunsheng. Liu Yunsheng from China is the king of watercolor, a true master of the paintbrush. His works were first recognized relatively recently when he was already into old age. But age isn't an issue for Liu. His latest paintings are amazing. How do you create such masterpieces with simple watercolors? Gottfried HELNWEIN. This Australian artist and photographer works in hyper-realism, and you can hardly distinguish his best photos from his best portraits. It's hard to believe that he can create such realistic paintings with watercolor. Praful Sawant. Praful Sawant is an Indian artist who conquered the world at a young age. His portraits make you doubt if you're actually looking at a painting. The magical light of the East and Praful's original style make him a welcome addition to modern exhibitions. EKATERINA ZUZINA. The portraits of this artist from Belarus fascinate with their realism. EKATERINA's way of conveying emotion and her amazing use of color create an unforgettable magic and warmth that emanates from each of her works. Liu Yi. This Chinese artist is pretty famous in Asia, and today, Liu's masterpieces are conquering the Western world as well. He continues to perfect the art of realistic portraits painted entirely with watercolors, and his style is very different to other masters. EUDES CORREIA. This Brazilian painter who works in Lisbon is devoted to watercolor. His works are exhibited in the best galleries in Europe, and he's invited to numerous festivals around the world. One feature of Correia's portraits is his use of light and shadow.